Right, so I haven't done one of these historical YouTube videos in ages, so I thought I'd like catch up with it. And today I am at Sutton Valence Castle, in Sutton Valence, obviously, and I'd like to say it's one of the second best ruins of a castle in the whole of England. Number one would have to be Hadley Castle in Essex, which I thoroughly recommend you should go to. This is number two. And basically all that's left, unfortunately, is, as you can see, is just the keep, really. The keep, mate. But the most amazing thing about it is it was formerly owned by one of the most controversial, so I say, subjects in English medieval history, obviously Simon de Montfort. And if anybody knows him, he was part of the Second Barons' War, which involves him having loads of fights with a guy called Henry III, whose son happened to be Edward Longshanks. So you know, if you see Braveheart, he was the baddie, the English guy. And this is one of these rare castles that actually still stands here to this day. And but it was built in Norman times, actually, to be stone wall built. So William the Conqueror and all that jazz, okay? And I'm just going to show you around it, only briefly though, because there's not really that much of it, but it's amazingly beautiful. So come along, yeah? Check it out. Tell we are at Sutton Valence Castle yet again, and obviously behind me, the whole reason why this was built here was actually to do with that. Now I'm going to zoom in because you may not be able to see it, but we're actually on the downs, and obviously if you can see that amazing view that's over there, we're currently literally, I don't know, let's just see that we're actually on a hill, obviously because it's a castle. Like I said, there's actually not much to this castle at all. This is just literally the keep that's left, but obviously the ruins themselves are absolutely stunning, and I'm going to show you a view later of the castle in its full glory to one side. Now, if you've never been here before, Sutton Valence is located just near to Maidstone, and I think it is an amazing place because, in fact, some of you know me, we've actually done a photo shoot here before. It was that special. And I'm just going to take you around, so there we go. So like I said, in Norman times, this is when it was actually rebuilt into stone. They reckon that it may have dated back to Roman times. Maybe it's just some sort of fort, possibly. Because there have been remains in a Roman occupation in Sutton Valence itself anyway. So the actual village itself is quite old, dated in the Domesday Book as well. So, well, it's recorded in the Domesday Book, shall I say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the front of the castle itself, and hopefully, there you go. Okay, so when I first came here, I read about it via English Heritage, because that's what it's owned by. And you walk down a path, sort of down there, and then you end up coming up here, and then you look at that fence there, and you see that. And I think that image alone is what makes this place, even though it's very small and there's not much of it left. Your imagination can potentially just run wild in a place like this. Now, this is one of the boards that actually is here. There's only 2 of them that are here. There's one here which actually shows you the map of where we are, and then there's another one up there which actually describes the owners and everything, if we've actually previously owned this place. If I show you, obviously that's where we are, so we're literally at the bottom looking up at that tower, and you can see potentially how big this place could have actually been. Now I'm going to zoom in. So obviously all of that symbolises where the ditch was, and it goes right the way around, if you can see. So obviously possible out of Bailey, etc. Possible in the Bailey, sort of a round tower as well. So you can see potentially how like dominating this would have been on the landscape. And there's loads of bugs. So yeah, all I'm going to say is check it out around here. It is absolutely amazing, and yeah.